Hello everyone, hope you found it doing great. Welcome to Leo's Tech channel. If you're new here, welcome, and I'm so happy to see you all once again. Today I am with another most important topic for all of you. Guess what could be the topic? Exactly, you're right. Today I'm going to talk about types of computer memories. So overall, we have two types of computer memories. We have RAM and we have ROM. So what is RAM? What is ROM? RAM is a stand for random access memory, and ROM is a stand for read-only memory. So with the ROM, we have, for example, PROM, EPROM, or we have double EPROM. With ROM, we have a PROM, which is called a programmable read-only memory, and we have a EPROM, we can say erasable programmable read-only memory, and the last but not least, we have EEPROM, which is called electrically erasable programmable memory. The same we have with the random access memory. We have two types of random access memory. We have a static RAM and we have a dynamic RAM. Before we move with more details, what is ROM, what is RAM, I want to give you a very basic analogy about what is RAM and what is ROM. This Wi-Fi extender, and I hold it on my hand, this is called the random access memory because I took it, I can modify it, I can read it, and I can put it back. When I put it back, that is a storage, that is a different things. So in a computer we have a storage as well. We can say hard disk drive and we have solid state drive, that is a storage. But memory is in a computer environment, we have a storage and we have a memory as well. When I hold this Wi-Fi extender in my hand, this is called a random access memory. Random access memory, I can read it, I can modify it, I can make it, change it, but I cannot hold it all the time. Back to physics. I don't want to give you the physics question. It depends how long I can hold this Wi-Fi extender. But probably there will be time that I have to put it on the shelf. When I put it on a shelf, that is we can say storage. Now, if I grab this, but I cannot do anything, just reading, and I just reading and I can't do anything. For example, I cannot make or modify the antenna and change anything. This is called a read-only memory. You just allowed to read. You're not allowed to execute. You're not allowed to modify. You're not allowed to do anything. It is read-only memory. So I hope this analogy was very easy as well. Let's talk about read-only memory and random access memory with more details. Okay, before I start talking about what is a random access memory, let's talk about what is read-only memory, or we can say ROM. ROM is a long-term, or we can say internal memory. ROM is a non-volatile memory that retains the data with a flow of electricity. ROM is an essential chip with the permanently written data or programs. It is similar to the RAM, random access memory, that is accessed by the CPU, or we can say control process unit. Guys, as I mentioned that we have a volatile memory and non-volatile memory. What I mean, non-volatile memory is that if the electricity is gone, the data is not removed or wiped from this kind of memory. So as I mentioned, that read-only memory is non-volatile memory, means if the electricity is gone through your computer or smart devices that you have, the data will stay in the same place as it's supposed to be. Compared to random access memory. Random access memories, we can say that's a volatile memory in case of power failure, or in case of, we can say, electrical shock or shortage or so on. You may not have or receive or see the same information once you reboot your computer. That is it's not a disadvantage and advantage, but this is how it programmed. As I mentioned that we have a PROM, which is a stand for programmable read-only memory. It can be programmed, only be done once, and read many. Unlike read-only memory, or we can say PROM, as retain their content without the flow of electricity. PROM is also non-volatile memory, so it is also non-volatile memory. As far as we have read-only memory, whether it's a EPROM or EEPROM, as these all are non-volatile memory as well. Point should be noted. The significant difference between RAM and the PRAM is that the RAM comes with the pre-written by the computer manufacturer, whereas PRAM manufacturer is blank memory. So with the PRAM it comes blank memory, you can write it, but with the RAM, which is read-only memory, the program is already written on that memory, that is read-only memory. Even we can say BIOS is also types of read-only memory as well. Okay, let's talk about what is EP or RAM, or we can say erasable programmable RAM or read-only memory. It's very important, so we can erase in case if we need from read-only memory. Okay, this memory type we can say retain into the content until it exposed to intense, or we can say ultraviolet light that clears its content, making it possible to reprogram the memory. What is EEPROM? Electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. It is also types of memory that we can erase it electrically through the wave and the millisecond. A signal, bytes of the data or the entire content of device can be erased. To write or erase this memory type, you need a device called PROM burner. What we need? We need a PROM burner. Okay guys, let's talk about what is a static RAM and what is dynamic RAM, one of the another most important topic. The word RAM is stand for random access memory, or many also refer to short-term memory, because you can read storage data randomly at any time and from any physical location. It is temporary storage memory as well. Okay, so we can say it's a temporary storage memory as well, because you store when you collect anything on your computer from different location. You want to modify, for example, Word file, AutoCAD, Premium, you want to edit your video. These are the informations on the random access memory until you store it and save it into the storage. So that is called, it's a random access memory as well. RAM is a volatile that only retains all the data as long as the computer powered. So point should be noted, as I mentioned, that the RAM or random access memory is a volatile memory. So it means if the power goes off immediately, or power outage or so on, you may not see the same data because it's a temporary memory. It is the fastest types of memory, of course, random access memory. So as I mentioned that we have two types of RAM, we have a static RAM and we have a dynamic RAM. Long story short, about a static RAM is we can say RAM is a form of RAM and made with the flip-flop and used for primary storage or volatile. It retains data in latches as long as the computer powered. SRAM, or we can say a static RAM, is more expensive and consume more power than DRAM or dynamic RAM. It used as cache memory in the computer system, as technically SRAM use more transistor as compared to dynamic RAM. It is fast, or we can say it's faster compared to DRAM due to the latching arrangement, and they use 6 transistors per data bit, not bytes, as compared to dynamic RAM, which is used 1 transistor per bit. Dynamic random access memory. It is another form of RAM, use the main memory. It is to retain information in capacitors or a short period, a few milliseconds. The data is refreshed periodically to the main in it. The DRAM is cheaper, but it can store much more information. Moreover, it is also slower and consumes less power than SRAM. So my suggestion is go to SDRAM rather than dynamic RAM. Okay guys, I hope the information was very helpful. If you think it was very helpful, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and share this information with your colleagues, with your friends, with your family, with whoever you think they pursue and chasing the information communication technology. Feed them with this kind of valuable and prestigious information. The last but not least, the only way to appreciate my work is to simply subscribe my channel and like the video that you really like. Until next time, stay safe, be brave, and of course, guys, see you next time.